Hi, this is Graves. I just went thrifting today, so I feel like talking about the books that I have thrifted in the past 6 months since I have moved out of my home state, because I've accumulated about half a shelf full of them and then some. So this is the pile of the ones that I got today. First one is the American Medical Association Guide to Prescription and Over-the-Counter Drugs, which I mainly got this because one of my original characters, who is a cult leader, he did medical training for a few years before he fucked off and then like popped up again and started a cult. Long thing, but that's the main reason I got this. So I'm like, yeah, I need to get into his mind more. I actually don't need to get into his mind. Nobody needs to. I'm the only one. And I like learning about medical stuff because that's what you have to do when you have chronic conditions and otherwise normal conditions, and doctors have gaslit you for so long and have been generally unhelpful. So you have to learn how to help yourself sometimes. And then I feel like this is a big win. I found this hardcover of some of Edgar Allan Poe's, I believe, I don't know if it has just his stories or also his poems in it, I don't know. But I already have a book that has pretty much all of them in it, but this is a print from the 80s, Reader's Digest, and it's so pretty. It's just very beautiful. I almost walked past the book section that I found this in. So I'm lucky I got that pull to go back to it. Meg Cabot, I don't know. She is the only author when I was still in school whose books I could finish. She had a series called Airhead series. It was a series of 3 books. Those are probably the only 3 books I fully read that were for school. No, there's like actually 4. Considering that fact, I was like, this seems interesting, and at least adolescent me could keep up with her writing, so maybe adult me will get a kick out of that. And then off kilter, I got Spanish-English dictionary because one of my best friends is Mexican, and I like getting to learn more little bits of her culture, or just Spanish in general. But yeah, that's why I got this, because sometimes in our conversations they will be like, I don't know how to describe this word in Spanish, or I don't remember this word in English, so I just think it's, I don't know, it's a little piece of my heart, because they are a little piece of my heart. And I got this from one of my other trips. This is the only book I got because like I couldn't find barely anything, so I got this and the DVD of Showgirls during this run. But anyways, yes, it's a big book about birds. I don't know if it's every single bird, but it's a lot of birds. It has illustrations and it's just info dumped about birds, which autism, I feel like a sign of autism in my childhood was every time I went to the library, I just wanted to learn about how you took care of different animals. So books about rabbits or guinea pigs, or like household domestic birds you would keep. I always got those because the topic fascinated me. Animals in general fascinate me. I'm a Virgo. I have a lot of Virgo placements, and that's ruled by the 6th house. That has to do with animals. So, you know, that's a little fun fact. I feel very lucky now that I got these. This is one like my first thrift runs I had like months ago. But it was, or is, the first three books in Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire. I grabbed these because, again, that same best friend I was talking about, everything I know about Lestat de Liancourt has been drilled into my brain because of them, against my will, I'm joking, for years since we've been friends. And I know he's a big character for them and the series, because he's part of the series. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick them up for that. And I've recently gotten into the AMC series adaptation, and now I'm like, I love this series. And more than not, I honestly haven't touched these two besides reading the first part of Interview with a Vampire, where I was trying to compare Daniel's scenes. But Queen of the Damned, I've gone as far as to highlight because of the Devil's Minion chapter. I love Daniel Malloy, and I love Armand. And when I first finished the season 1 and 2 the first time, I was like, why? What is up with this? I have to like look at this, because I was seeing people like, oh my god, it's like the healthiest relationship, even though it's still like dark gothic romance type stuff. And then I read through it and I'm like, oh, I get it. And then I read more, and now I'm just like, I love them. And I have a copy of The Vampire Armand coming in, like a shiny new one. That is how much Armand has touched me with his terrifying gremlin aura. You know, just insert Daniel's, like, this man looks scary as fuck, but that's why I love him. And then I believe I also got these the same time when I got the Interview with the Vampire trilogy, but these stood out to me because it's a mystery series about a nun. I don't have all of them. These are just the two that were in attendance at the book section. A nun who is solving mysteries. I love that. I did not know that genre was a thing, and now it's a thing. It's in my brain conceptual sphere. And this one also stood out to me. It's about this like prize fighter wants to be friends with the protagonist, and apparently he's dangerous, so she has to go to her ex for protection, but he's on the run or something. I don't know. It seemed interesting. Like, yes, give this to me. It's apparently funny, according to the cover. Funny and enjoyable. We'll see about that. I believe I also got this at a thrift shop because it's on the shelf, therefore it's not from my other books that I have in storage, but it's one of the Disney Descendants novels. Because, fun fact, these is also, I love the movies, and it is a special interest of mine. And Carlos is my favorite one. Rest in peace, Cameron. So yeah, I never actually owned the novels, and I saw this one. Yes, I have to grab it up. Similar but not thrifted, a local bookshop was giving away like all their inventory because they're shutting down. So I grabbed up a few things from there, and one of them is Private Secretary's Encyclopedic Dictionary. I'm not a secretary, but in my brain I was like, hey, I could make an original character someday that's a secretary. And also just learning random information. I like that. And they had like a shit ton of like theater opera type of books. So I got this, the Victor Book of the Opera. Ironically, I was like, I just watched Interview with the Vampire. I'm just gonna pick it up. I'm like, is it calling to me? And lo and behold, there are more theater opera type of books. I have no idea what this is. It's very faded. It's this dude. I looked him up. He's that dude. I don't know. But it's just a bunch of sheet type of stuff. This is a very roughed up, taped up one that has these two on it. And I specifically picked this one up because there's a lot of writing in the margins of whoever was conducting it. And I got that for personal reasons. Personal reasons. I had some fondness over the act of somebody writing in margins of sheet music. So, and then I got this book that's like about how people would carve these type of deck things, which I don't have any immediate interest in before I saw this, but I'm like, yeah, I'll get this. That seems pretty neat. It's a form of art that I never thought about how people have to do that. It's just the process of it, like the details of the bird and different birds and how you have to carve and paint them out. And then I got this, which is the Good Housekeeping Complete Guide to Traditional American Decorating. And I am into decor, so I'm like, sure, I'll get this. And on that is all the thrifted or free at my disposal books I've gotten. And then these are the new ones I have received. These were technically free because they're gifts, but the start of my collection of books about cults, because as I mentioned in the beginning, I have a cult leader original character, so he's been around for years, but I like, you know, I want to study more of them for writing hymns sakes, and also just I have a general interest in the topic. I think that's all of them. That is all of them. I don't think it. I do in fact know it. So yeah. Peace out.